Hello everybody and welcome back to Lobricks. If you watch us regularly, you know that we are currently working on a Hoth MOC. We're kind of in the early stages here. As you can see, we got Echo Base Hangar going on over there. The Assault, we've started working on some terrain over there as well. But there's one thing that is integral, very important for a LEGO Star Wars MOC, and that has got to be the minifigures. As you know, without minifigures, you really cannot have a really great looking MOC. It just can get boring. I'm not saying that there's MOCs, your MOC doesn't include minifigures, it's not cool or sick to look at. I'm just saying, it's definitely a good way to try to add some style or some pizzazz to your MOC. As you can see, we've got minifigures all over the place. But because we're still, in the earlier stages here, we actually have a lot of minifigures that are kind of staged, but not on the MOC quite yet. And that is what I wanted to show you today, because this right here is all of the figures that we are going to eventually put on the MOC, or somewhat get ready for on the MOC. And as you can see, there is quite a lot of stuff here. So I'm gonna go over it for you right now. All right, so kind of how we organize this here mess of minifigures, actually it's very nice, is over here is we got the bad guys, the Empire, and then over here is the Rebels, and then in the middle is kind of our main named characters. Obviously, doesn't quite follow that, but if we take a look at our Empire side, these guys right up here are 2014 LEGO Snowtroopers, and then all of these guys back here are the Snowtroopers from 2020, and then we've got some Snow Scout Troopers right there, and then we've got an AT-AT pilot, an AT-ST pilot, and then some Commander Veers there. A couple in the 2014 version there, and then a much older one in front of that. I'm not sure if those figures are going to get used, but they're nice to have. And then figures that I really don't think are going to get used are these super old style Snowtroopers that we've got right there. And then up front, we've got the Probe Droid and Wampa. We're going to be whipping this guy out soon because, well, we got to build that Wampa cave. So stay tuned for that. And then the Probe Droid, I'm not sure what we're going to do with, because we already got a Probe Droid over there where the Probe Droid scene is, and I like that one better than this one. So hopefully we won't have to use it. Maybe we will if something happens to our beloved Probe Droid over there. And then above that, we've got all these Tauntauns, which look sweet. We're definitely going to need a lot of these guys for Hoth. As you can see, some of them don't have reins. We haven't got those quite yet for them. But don't worry, we will. Moving up from there, we've got some kind of no-face Rebel snow pilots here. Got two of them. I know this, I said that's the named character side, but that's the only unnamed character. Then we've got 5 Dax there, 4 of which being the white hand Dax, and then 1 of which being the black hand Dax. Not sure if there's an actual difference, but one of our Dax has white hands, and then some of the Lukes also have that. We'll get into that later. And then right here we've got our C-3POs, and we've got 2 of them. We've got one of the much nicer, newer styles up front, and then a much older style R2-D2, or not R2-D2, C-3PO in the back. Speaking of R2-D2, we actually don't have any of him, nor do we have a Leia. So Leia would go here, and then we'd probably put R2-D2 right in front of C-3PO there. We do have a Chewbacca right here who is snow covered. As you can see, he came in the all new AT-ST Hoth set, and he is actually going to be placed on the MOC hopefully soon. We'll see when that actually happens, but he'll be coming shortly. And then right over from that, we've got some Han Solos here. We prefer the blue coat Han Solo. We know in the movie it was actually the brown coat instead of blue, and that kind of came from a Mattel toy back in the day. But if we watched the scene and we saw they were blue, and another thing I wanted to notice is that some people said our heads on our Han Solos are off here, which is true. This is not the head that came with this minifigure. If you can see in there, that's not the head that came with this figure. It was a much older Han Solo head. But we decided to switch it out for a newer head just to get the blue coat design with a newer head. So that's our reasoning. Then up here, we've got the Luke row. Got a couple different designs of Luke's here. We got Luke in his rebel outfit in the back here, as you can see. Got 3 of him. We got a diaper Luke for the diaper Luke scene. As you can see, he's right there looking very diapery. And then we've got an insane amount of pilot Lukes, because these guys come with the AT-AT set over there. And then they also come with most of the Snowspeeder sets, which, believe it or not, we are starting to accumulate. So we've got quite a bit of him just kind of spewed out here, even though we already have 2 of them on the MOC, one right over there, and then one in the pilot seat. Or that's Biggs. Luke's over in that one. So yeah, we have a lot of pilot Lukes. All right, so moving forward from the Luke row, we've got our commanders. And we've got quite a few different types of commanders here. First up, we've got this fella right here, which is the crazy mustache looking guy. And, well, he looks interesting. And then we've got kinda his friend, or maybe it's the same person. I don't actually know. If someone could help me out in the comments to tell me who this guy is, I'm pretty sure it's the same guy as this. Probably not, though. So, yeah, we've got 2 commanders there. We've got 3 of him and only 1 of him. And then we've got, I forget this guy's name, but he's like the main commander dude in Echo Base itself. So we've got some commanders, and you know what their job is to do. Their job is to boss around the troops. And let me tell ya, we got loads of troops. So there's 2 different types of Hoth troops really out there that are worth getting, and that is the new ones that come in the 2022 Battle Pack, which we have a whole video on if you want to go check out the construction and building of all these guys. And we kind of started to put these guys around the MOC in different spots. There's some right there, as you can see, and there's some mingling about. And then there's the older style of troops, which look like this guy right here. And I actually prefer this older style. I'm not exactly sure why. I just think it looks better. I like the backpack, and I think he's got a more robust feel to him. And I just like the coat design better, so deal with it. I'm sorry. You know, I like him better. Some people will probably disagree with me on that one, but it is what it is. So we've got loads and loads of troops for these commanders to boss around, which is super cool because we're going to need that. Because if you remember correctly from the trench scene from the Hoth attack, there is so many of these guys just mingling about and such. So we're going to need tons of them. A couple figures that we did miss that we are going to need include Leia and R2-D2, like I said earlier. We have C-3PO. I don't know how I get those 2 mixed up, but we're definitely going to need a Hoth Leia, and we're definitely going to need some R2-D2s. Don't worry though, we will get them. I think we're going to need 3 Hoth Leias, so we will get those ordered up. I know they're kind of pricey, but it is what it is. That's just the way these LEGO MOC things go, is that if you're dropping $14, $15 on a minifigure, it is what it is. You gotta up that MOC game. You gotta get it to the next level. And let me tell you, we know a thing or two about minifigures. So, or actually, we really don't. But we can say we do because we have a lot of them. So yeah, we are so excited to get this MOC rolling with all these sweet minifigures. I mean, just look at them. I've never seen this many minifigures in my life, and I've at least been around for 18 years. But anyway, guys, we do update this Hoth MOC right here in front of your eyes every Wednesday. So definitely don't forget to check that out. We've got probably up to 15 or 16 episodes out already, so you should watch those if you haven't already. It's sweet. We build this whole thing up from scratch with our bare hands, and we will continue to do that. So you got to subscribe to just check this out. It's going to be sweet. You can't miss out. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more of what we're doing, we have an Instagram, so you can check out little small updates, and then we also have a Discord server, so you can chat with us and a bunch of other cool people who are much better at building Legos than we are. So they'll be able to help you out, and they're also really nice and sweet. So if you're interested in that, check it out. But anyway, that's it from me, and I'll see you guys next time.